Hey everyone, it's Keith here and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're taking a look at the RZE Resolute 22 model. They recently released a few other models and we'll take a look at the whole lineup. I want to say a big thank you to Travis from RZE for sending me this watch to check out. Quick disclaimer, I don't get to keep it and I'll have to send it back to them. With that out of the way, let's flip the camera and check out this watch. Like my other gear reviews, we'll go over the specs first. The Resolute has a 40mm case diameter with a 10.5mm case thickness. This watch has a 46mm lug-to-lug distance with a 20mm lug width. It has a screw-down crown with 100 meters water resistance. The watch with the bracelet, sized to my 5.5 inch wrist, weighs 88 grams. The titanium case and bracelet comes in a new brushed finish, which looks amazing. Both the case and bracelet has RZE's proprietary Ultra Hex coating. Inside the watch, it's running on a Miyota 90S5 movement, and this watch comes in at $499 USD. This field watch has a super clean and minimal dial design. The version I have here is the Arctic Grey. This watch is also available with other colourful dials like candy pink, yellow, forest green, and C3 lume dial. The Resolute 22 model has an Explorer style dial with Arabic numbers at the 3, 6, and 9, with an inverted triangle at the 12. The applied indices on the dial have a lot of depth and contrast, which makes it very legible. The polished hour and minute hands look great, and the lollipop style second hand adds extra visual interest to the dial. The lume on this is Swiss Superluminova, and is very bright and legible in the dark. Overall, the dial is excellent. Everything is well proportioned, and even the text for the water resistance isn't very distracting. Inside the new Resolute, it's running on the Miyota Caliber 90S5 movement. This movement is a hacking hand-wind automatic movement with 42 hours of power reserve. Comparing the Miyota movement to the previous Resolute with the Seiko NH35 movement, the Miyota has a much smoother and faster beat rate. The Miyota ticks at 28,800 BPH, whereas the NH35 is ticking at 21,600 BPH. I think the Miyota movement is certainly a good upgrade to the Resolute. The watch came on the bracelet and it also came with a canvas strap. The main reason I didn't try the canvas strap was that this bracelet was surprisingly good. If you've ever been on my Instagram, you'll probably notice that I rarely wear watches with bracelets. Sometimes the bracelet adds extra weight to the watch, and for my small wrist it can feel a bit too heavy or clunky. I also love changing watch straps to try new looks and match my outfits. Back to this bracelet, it starts at 20mm and tapers down to 16mm at the clasp. This is a H-link style bracelet with screwed links. It came with a screwdriver, and sizing up the bracelet to my 5.5 inch wrist was very easy. I've been wearing the Resolute for the past month and I'm really impressed by the bracelet. The links have good articulation and the bracelet didn't snag any hair. The watch and bracelet weigh 88 grams, which feel very light and comfortable on my wrist. In different lighting conditions, the aggressive angles on the watch and bracelet can make it appear smaller. This is a 40mm case, but it wears slightly smaller because of the bezel and flat surfaces on the case. For me, this watch is probably the maximum size I can pull off on my wrist, but I would love to see this in a 38mm version. Overall, I think the latest Resolute is a great field watch. The new Explorer style dial has good legibility, the new brush finish looks amazing, and the upgraded movement are all great updates. I would love to add this watch to my collection, but I'll have to send it back soon. Let's take a look at the Resolute lineup. At the moment, there are 4 models if we include the previous version. There's the first version with the baton indices, the Big Eye design collaboration, the new super compressor model, and the Resolute 22. I personally love the dial design of the old model. The baton indices with the date and texture dial work really well together. I'm not sure what the plans are for the previous version, but I would love to see an updated version with a new brushed finish. The Big Eye design collab is pretty interesting. That version of the Resolute has a really cool slim rotating bezel, and it's available in an automatic and solar power model. I'm personally more interested in the solar power model because I think the idea of solar power and titanium is a great combo for a field watch. Next up is the Resolute super compressor model. It looks really good, and apparently it's the first ever titanium super compressor. I've never handled a super compressor before, and I'd love to see how the inner rotating bezel works. I'm curious how this watch wears since it's slightly thicker than other Resolute cases, while maintaining the same diameter and lug-to-lug distance. Lastly, we have the 22 model with the Arabic numerals. Overall, I really like the Explorer style dial on this watch, and it's something different compared to my other watches in my collection. Currently, it's available for pre-orders, so if you want to check out this watch, head over to their website. What are your thoughts on this watch? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to watch more watch content, you can check out my EDC video where I talk about my Casio World Time. However, if you want to watch more gear reviews, you can check out this playlist I created. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.